Hello, welcome to the Playfly College Esports Varsity 2 Plus Championship Game Day.
Woo!
It's hype in here. We're already getting our pep talk for Keene State Esports, who are undefeated, seed number 1 for the season. How are we feeling about this?
I'm feeling great. You know, Trent, we've been casting Overwatch for 2 seasons now. This is our second one. Day one, we've been here. Like, we've seen our team from day one, the changes, you know, the wins, the losses,
the lowest of lows. We've seen it all at this point. We've seen it all.
And right now, I'd say we're at the highest high right now. You know,
oh, most definitely.
6-0.
We are a 6-0 season, 6-0 preseason, 2-0 postseason, which is why we are the number 1 seed in the division right now. Number 1, and we're going against a DePaul JV Blue. Not white. We played against JV White our first game of the season, of the preseason, whatever you want to call it. The thing about Blue is that they are the number 6 seed.
Yeah, they are, you know, in a lot of ways, wasn't expected that they were going to make it to the championship like this. So good for Blue. I'm happy for them, and I'm excited to watch this game. You know, we love watching Overwatch, so that's why we're here.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're rooting for Keene State, always.
Yeah, I mean, good on you guys for defeating California University, who had been undefeated this season.
Yeah.
We were fully expecting to play against them, but, like, that was a massive upset.
Yeah.
So, like, if we got anybody from JV Blue watching at home watching us at KSC, I mean, congrats on that, but, like, we're still rooting for our team. We're still rooting for our boys here. Like,
we're still rooting for our Owls, so it's going to be great. We're going to have some awesome play. Even now, we've got a lot of camaraderie with our team. They're huddled up. They've had a pizza party earlier today. They've been hanging out. They've been practicing, just having a fun time with it.
Getting the vibes up, getting the mindsets ready for this, because, like, you can't let stress affect you. Not now, not here. This is the grand finals of the season. This is when you have to have your mind at the clearest, at the sharpest, at the most ready for anything and everything at this point.
No, and I think our team's ready. I think they're great, and they got Minds of Steel. They just did their little Keene State.
They just did their little Keene State, yeah.
So fun. I'm just super excited. But yeah, I think looking at our teams, I think we might see a lot of the same that we've been seeing the last, you know, 6 games that we've been here. So we'll see if there's any changes. See if DePaul Blue has any different obstacles or challenges for us to have to work around. But I'm curious. I haven't seen anything from them. So
yeah, and not gonna lie, I kind of want this to go to like final point. I want this to be an edge of our game. I also want to get that guaranteed win though.
Yeah, I want that guaranteed win, but maybe we see a push. Maybe.
I love watching push. I hate playing that. I say this every single night. I say this every night. Push is so fun to watch. It's so many brawls, so many skirmishes. It's constant action.
Yeah.
It's just boring to play. I'm sorry.
For you.
I'm a Junkrat player. I like having people. I like knowing that they're going to be clustered on a payload or on a point, and I can just send a tire over. But tires aren't as fun on this. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I don't play. You play Lucio.
Yeah, Moira. I was looking at my comp history, and it was like 4 hours. I haven't played that much competitive play. Guilty. But it was like all Moira.
We watched
like 5 minutes as Mercy. I was like, I just have to play Moira. It's just the rank I'm in. I'm sorry. But yeah, we're excited to get started. And this is a friendly reminder that tonight's game on the Owls Media Network is brought to you by the New Hampshire Army National Guard. Visit nationalguard.com/New Hampshire or call 1-800-GO-GUARD.
Yeah.
And we will be back in a few minutes once the game gets started.
Yeah.
It's the way you look at me, it's the way you make me feel when you smile. Is it?
And we are going in for our first game, our control game of the night. Good old-fashioned Ilioswell, and it does seem like we are having some technical difficulties.
There we go. All good.
There we go.
That was Caster Morgan's fault. But we're here.
It's all good. Now, this is our bread and butter. If you don't know at this point, it's been 8 games. You should know. Ilioswell, classic Overwatch 1 map. It does look like we are starting on Lighthouse this first round. Hopefully, we'll see well tonight. That'd be nice.
Ready for
If you are unfamiliar with how the game mode works, it is King of the Hill style game mode. It is best of 3, first of 2, however you want to say it. You need to, both teams will compete to capture an unlock point up to 100%. Goes on to the next map of the map.
King of the
words are
Hill. We're
hard.
looking at King
Yeah.
of the Hill here.
It's just
This
King
is
of
the
the Hill.
point our two teams, DePaul and Keene State, will fight over. Going over to us now. Oh, Hot Pocket coming in fast.
Our trial begins.
Looking at our roster, it does look like he was on the switch to get the teleporter out for the rest of the team, and then instant swap onto that Reaper. I really do like that play. I always love these simple like that.
No, those micro plays are what make the difference sometimes. Ooh, close there.
Really nice damage out here from Hot Pocket. What's there in the team? Putting that back on his good old-fashioned adventure. That is not a Genji. Somehow is just staying alive there. It's incredibly weak. And unfortunately, the enemy Cassie does find Hoodnut just barely getting that burrow to stay alive. There was at 3 HP. Managing to stay alive, he finds a couple of assists here. He finds the Genji too. Hoodnut should not be alive here. He was at 3 HP there. That should have not survived in any realm. I'm not complaining though.
That was crazy. Good job.
We are going to be seeing Crimson Ghost on it, Juno. We were talking with Coach Mike here before games started, seeing if we might see any roster change-ups. He did kind of hint at a Juno.
He did. He was talking about how Juno is really great support with Ryan. So glad to see it.
And honestly, just a great support in this meta right now overall of just getting in there.
Yes.
Nice.
Goofy
Kills from
McGoop.
Goofy. Finds 2. Does he get the 3rd? And we are seeing Shadow on the Kiriko, just kind of staying back, being kind of the anchor for the rest of the team in case JV Blue manages to make it onto point and start to contest it.
No, we're building percentage here. It was a little bit of a hard fight to get that point, but we're maintaining it now. We have a couple ults going out here.
Yeah, we do have not using his ult there, but unfortunately goes down with it. 6% on Goofy. The
Backs
Juno
up.
heal
Nice.
is just coming through. We do have Kitsune into Blossom. Unfortunately, it gets shut down.
And JV Blue is going to, or DePaul Blue is going to take the point. We're still trying to compete here. It's so close. It is very
Hot Pocket, very nice kills here.
nice. We're going to recap that point. Building to 69%, 70%
Junker Queen
now.
falls off the map there. Unfortunate to see.
Nice. Good plays. Good. There was a lot going on there. I feel like we were trading for a little bit, but Keene State was able to rebuild their advantage, come back together stronger. So,
Yeah.
good job. Nice. Looking at the ult game right now, it looks like DePaul Blue might have a slight advantage here, but we can see what we can build up in this next engagement.
Yeah. We do have that Juno coming out in the high noon from the enemy Cassie, who finds our Kiri. We could see a Genji Blade coming out here soon too, and unfortunately it did will that into the existence there. Caster Curse is real, I can confirm.
Goofy McGoof, you're trying to get a pick. Seeing it,
He
yes.
finds 1, does he find a 2nd? He does
Oh,
not. Just a
nice
TP.
save.
Oh, just barely there. A very nice, clean TP there from Goofy to stay alive. Hot Pocket manages to get
Ooh,
the
nice.
knockoff kill onto the enemy Lucio.
Great play there. They are going to try and contest, but they're not going to make it to the point. And Keene State's going to take the first point on this control. Awesome.
Goofy with
Whew.
the clutch TP there. I didn't
Yeah.
think he was going to get that off. I'm
Goodness.
going to be real. I thought he was going to hit the kill box before then.
Same. God, so many times during that fight, I was like just locked in. I was like, I can't even speak right now. It's so close. Yeah, so looks like we're having a fight with blue, but I love to see it. We love to see it.
Yeah. We are going to go on to the ruins portion of the map now. We are going to be having a hero swap here. Hot Pocket is going on to that Roadhog. You love to see it. I know Velo loves to see it. We are going to be seeing my favorite, the Hood Nut Genji.
Yes.
I mean, you just can't beat it.
No.
I'm not going to lie. You just can't beat it.
And we see Goofy McGoob with that micro play again, switching over to Reaper. So he'll be joining us in 1 second. Looks like there's a Widow on the other team.
A Widow and a Ramatra. Very interesting roster pick. Not something you really see. Big Pen does get activated for Hot Pocket here.
Our team does got to be careful for that Widow, especially our supports are
Goofy and
back in
Shadow
this
find
line.
two, though. Take out the tank. Hot Pocket and Goofy find, and that's
Nice.
a team kill for Keene State.
Awesome. Beautiful. Clean up from Keene State here, and that's going to give us a good time to build percentage until DePaul Blue can re-engage.
Yeah, and we are going to be seeing some swaps on DePaul. We are going to be seeing Diamond switching from that Widow onto the Reaper. And we're also going to be seeing an Ana coming out as well. Could be some interesting fights coming up here in just a minute. As Hot Pocket unfortunately misses the hook.
Not sure where they're going yet. Looks like they might be going up. Yes, Keene State predicts
They
that.
are, but Hot Pocket is
no.
there too, and they don't realize that. Hot Pocket finds one, finds two.
Hood Nut.
Does he find the
can he get the
third?
Ana?
He's trying to stay alive right now.
No. Ooh.
Look at the
Re-engages.
cast. Just barely stays alive, both of them. Goofy gets the cleanup though.
Nice. So, super close there, but Hood Nut knows when to engage and when to back up. So he's
Which, let's be real, is a lot better than most Genji and just most TPS players. Let's be real. Most players would have just instant fed face so hard right there. Not
Oh,
a care in the
no.
world. They're like, they're 4 HP. I can take this. I have 15 health left.
And I think we've seen it through this whole season. Like, our TPS just really know what their limits are, and that's a hard skill to play with, and they know. Yeah, we're split up a little bit. I think DePaul Blue here is looking for their point of engagement, trying to figure out what they want to do.
Weird hook interaction there. Didn't actually connect, but it
Yeah.
did. We do have that whole hog coming out. Hoodnut has that Genji blade.
Pushing that
Or
Ramatra off
just
the
has
map.
that blade.
Nice.
Finds two. Hot
Nice.
Pocket gets the third.
Nice.
Takes that cast out of his high noon, and Goofy cleans up the kill. And
Oh, did they
Hot
engage?
Pocket just finds Lucio.
Oh, I didn't even mean. I didn't see that. Let's see this play of the game. So Keene State did win this first control round, so we will be heading to our hybrid point next.
Yeah.
Nice, Goofy
And we are seeing
McGoo.
a Goofy play here. We don't really see a Goofy play, but I am not complaining.
Oh,
Oh, it is.
No.
It is just game over for that Widow there.
Hilarious. Oh, not the behind. Oh,
It's just nice shots.
he didn't even need to ult. Nice. Well, awesome game. We will be heading, like I said, over to our hybrid map next.
Yeah.
This is a quick reminder that tonight's game on the Owls Media Network is brought to you by New Car Nissan of Keene, your premier new Nissan and used car dealership near Keene. Discover the new car difference.
Yeah. And we will be right back.
Take me to
And we are back with our hybrid point, and we're looking at Midtown. Different from what we usually see, Trent, right?
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about this and how, I mean, at least over here, snowing for Keene, we already, like, half an hour ago got our little notification that it's a snow delay tomorrow.
Snow
and saying
delay,
how
yeah.
we should be doing wintertime / Christmas Keene's Row for this instead, but
That's okay.
I will take Midtown. It's a solid map. It's a fun map to watch.
Yeah, we did have that really fun game on Midtown. I think that was like the semifinals before this.
Yep.
That was super fun to watch. And I actually unpacked that match a lot with Coach Mike and Coach Noah. It was really fun to see our team just like work together to counter those issues that the other team was throwing at us that were a little weird, but hey, if it worked.
And definitely shouting on me for all the sim TPs.
Yeah. We'd sim play the game there. We don't always see those.
Yeah.
But with our hybrid maps, in this round, DePaul Blue will be trying to first take the control point here, and then if they are able to get it, then it will push to a cart. So let's hope they don't get this first one. Yeah. DePaul coming in hot, engaging with Keene State College.
And it does look like they're trying to go for under the bridge here.
Oh.
Last time we watched this, they went through Train, the little sky bridge up top. Definitely a lot more secure to do that because this way you're kind of just forced through a couple of choke points.
Yeah, haven't really seen engagement this way, to be honest. This is new.
And it looks like Midas might be prepping a shield up there for any incoming damage. Nice shots coming in from Tut on the Ash. You love to see it.
Yeah.
So much patience, so much trigger discipline. Nice dynamite comes out. And it does look like there was...
Yeah, it does look like we had a disconnection.
DePaul looks like they had a disconnect here.
Oh. Very unfortunate. So when there is a disconnect, we usually pause the game, wait for the person to join us again, and then we will resume, I believe.
Hopefully.
But yeah, it gives us a second to talk about the roster changes that we had too, Trent, because we didn't note that. On our side, we see Midas and Tut.
Yeah.
So Midas did come in for the tank, and then we do have Tut on DPS instead of Goofy McGoob.
Yeah. And just as a quick reminder, tonight's game is brought to you by American Steel Fabricators. Visit AmericanSteelFab.com.
Oh yeah, we'll visit. Maybe they have a spot in Midtown.
Yeah.
It is like a shopping central area map. Yeah, I think looking at our teams a little bit, talking about the comps too, seeing the Ramatra on Midas, it's something we've seen a couple times, but not something he's always known for, but they have a lot of flexibility
usually
in
that
who they
Arisa,
can play.
I feel.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Midas as a tank, I think he has, between Hot Pocket and Midas, we have a lot of flexibility and a lot of diversity in what tanks we can play.
Oh, definitely. And I know we were talking pre-stream, pre-game, pre-champs. With the release of Hazard next season, next week actually, very interesting character. I like them. I think they look interesting. I haven't touched a game in ages. I've been busy with a million other things.
Okay, I think pause one thing.
Oh, and it does look like we are having some technical difficulties.
I think we're okay. We're good.
Okay.
Too
We're
many
good.
technical
Never
difficulties.
mind.
That's the one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff going on.
Good. But Hazard, yeah.
Hazard, they're kind of a movement tank like Doomfist, but then they're also a close range shotgun tank like Roadhog and Junker Queen, but definitely not the damage output.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen how much damage Hazard actually does, but it is penny change. Just like Sombra, Overwatch 1 level Sombra.
No, I did see some. I didn't end up playing Hazard on the free weekend, but I did see a lot of reviews on him and just how much damage he can do, and just like controlling the point too. Like the CC is crazy. Like
I would love to see a Hot Pocket on the Hazard, on the Freak, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah, the Freak, the Hazard. I agree.
I mean, it's
Can't wait
just
for that.
a perfect culmination of his two hero sets of
Yeah.
Doomfist and Roadhog. Like,
Mhm.
I feel like that would meld in really nice to his kit.
No, I agree.
And honestly, I just want to see a fun tank in comp, and he looks like he's a fun tank.
I think Ramatra's a pretty fun tank to play.
Ramatra's a
compared-
fun tank.
like,
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm saying like a movement tank besides a
Doomfist
DPS
is just
turned into a tank. Like
Doomfist is like my
Doomfist.
nightmare. He's like, yeah, he's like the paralysis demon I see like at night. Like he scares me as a support main.
I was
Anytime
gonna
there's a
say, you play
Doomfist, I just
support,
like
so
don't want to
that's
play
fine.
anymore.
I just see him leap and I throw a trap in
Yeah.
front of me. I'm like, sup, mate?
That's why I respect Hot Pocket when he plays Doomfist because I'm like, I wouldn't want to play against him. I'd give me that.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Well, we're still waiting on Diamond to rejoin us, so I think we'll go to a quick BRB screen. So you have to hear us chatting.
Yeah, and
But
quickly
all
before we
good.
go, this stream in this game is brought to you by the Mellinson Company, commercial and residential roofing since 1932.
Awesome. We will be right back.
Yeah. right, and hopefully they are joining back.
Yeah, we just got
We-
word that Diamond will be back in a second. So
Yeah. And I was overhearing one of the rules last season that was actually removed this season is for an esports team to compete in the Playfly College Esports bracket, you need to have a dedicated facility. It has since been lifted since last season, which not even just this one instance, but a few other instances in Overwatch and our other titles that we do. There's been a couple of player crashes, internet crashes that have caused delays like this.
Yeah.
And at least for Overwatch, I'm not sure for other titles, you have a 15-minute wait time. If they don't return in that 15 minutes, we would win. They automatically forfeit. Hopefully, they'll be returning soon. I don't really want to stay here for 15 minutes, but like,
yeah.
I mean, I'll take the win, but not.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want it like this. I want something more action-packed.
No, we'll see this, and I think this Midtown was going off to a good start for Keene State, but of course we want to play the game. Of course we want to play the round. Like Trent said, and we just heard from Coach Noah, if the DePaul is paused for 15 minutes, then we do win the round and we move on to the next point, which would be Flashpoint, but we hope that doesn't occur.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really up to us in these situations.
Up to the
and
internet.
honestly, it makes us really appreciate the facility that we do have set up here in Keene State. I mean, it's a really wonderful facility, and I think it's real ironic. 2 years ago, this was a classroom that I was actually in for a writing class, and then to come back after winter break and be setting up the facility, helping with that, and then to be casting Overwatch Esports for these past 2 seasons, it's been wonderful.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it.
Another more funny lore too is that Coach Noah and I both had a class in this room when we were students at Keene State a little while ago too. So very fun that we're back in. I heard Coach Noah talking to the rest of the team too that this is the time to be grateful for our facilities too, and like not everyone is able to have facilities, and we really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you,
Keene State Overlords.
Thank you, Keene State. We like it.
We love you.
We love it here. Yeah. Oh, just saw a notice that coming back soon, so we'll hang out still for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, now's a good time as
Put
any
your
to
Q&A in the
remind you
chat.
that-
Oh, sorry.
Now's a good time to remind you that the stream is brought to you by Fenton Family Dealerships, the Tri-State area's best-selling selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, locally owned since 1986. This is the most riveting gameplay I've ever watched for Keene State Overwatch,
Really
I think.
analyzing. I'm like thinking about we can go over each of our comp percentages. 59%. Midas already has 59%. That's crazy, actually.
That's just tank build. That's
crazy.
tank, and they're all going through choke. All right, so let's see. We do have Midas sitting on the point looking at Firehouse top. We have Tut and Shadow over on Train Bridge right.
How can you even tell who that is on the right? Oh, I thought you were talking below.
Oh,
Who is that?
no.
Is that
That would
Hoodnut?
be Crimson.
No.
That's Crimgo on Brig, and then that is
You're right.
Hoodnut burrowed underneath.
You're
on
right.
The right.
You're right.
I might not have
No,
played
this
Overwatch.
is Hoodnut.
Or yeah, that's
We're on
Hoodnut.
Hoodnut.
Yeah.
I forgot who we're on.
Then what's that little blob over there? It does look like Diamond is back.
Oh, we're going back in.
Hopefully.
There should be a little countdown.
Yeah.
So now I gotta get my.
There will be a countdown soon.
In a second, hopefully.
Oh,
There we go.
There we
Oh,
go.
but they're counting down, but they're still missing Diamond.
nope,
okay, he's
there
there.
he is. Oh, and onto the Torb or the Genji.
Wow,
Either
just
way.
right back in.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey, Keene State with no hesitation.
Slow-mo. That was just a really slow motion. Yep.
They
Spray.
threw a spray down.
Nice,
They threw a spray
nice.
down. We'd love to see it, Nut.
Now
Shadow already holding this head glitch angle
Yeah.
over here.
He's waiting. We're
Ever so patiently.
waiting for them to come in. Oh, where are they going to
And
go?
we
Under
are
the tunnel
hearing those
again.
Footsteps, yeah. A little bit of pre-firing. And the 1 second he stops.
A lot of
Midas
damage.
just using the block here to just soak up the damage. Putting a good ability usage. Looking at the JQ, trying to get a pick. Enemy Kitsune does come out here. Nice anti lands onto Fusion the
Ooh.
tank. We do have an annihilation coming out here from Midas,
Oh.
trying to control the point while
Yeah,
his teammates
keeping people off.
regroup.
See if anybody from Keene State is able to get back
Keys,
on that point.
Hoodnut and Crimson are back alive. I don't know if they'll be able to make it to point though.
Yeah,
it looks
may
like
not
Keene
be
State
worth
is
it.
just opting to survive here.
And
really
that's okay.
Smart call. Yeah.
That's okay.
Don't want to burn your respawns. Don't want to burn your cooldowns.
No, better to, we talk about this all the time, better to regroup than to
Than
stagger
to
ourselves.
feed
And
face,
yeah,
stagger.
and we know ourselves on this point. We're really good at holding this bridge, so
Yeah,
we love to see it.
unless there's a sim TP.
Unless there's some TP, but we still held that, so that's all I
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
say.
Nice dynamite out
Wow.
from Tut here. We do have Bob available too if we do need to
Yeah.
have that extra 6th player here.
Ooh, there's a
Hoodnut
pick on the tank.
Does
Nice.
find one.
Woo.
Tut fixed another.
Nice damage. No, this bridge is historically a really fun place to hold and not a fun place to attack,
Oh, most definitely not.
for sure. Not much coverage for the team attacking, and they really got to get that cart below our team if they want to get through this point.
Yeah, nice heals coming out from Shadow. Nice anti.
Wow, wow.
That
Was
cleanse
cleansed,
does come
but
out though, unfortunately.
means they don't have cleanse for the next time, though.
Yeah. We do almost have Rally here too. Midas almost with another annihilation.
Wow, so fast.
Genji going underneath the bridge here, might try and get a flank kill. Hoodna does find the Kiri.
Lying in wait, waiting for those picks.
Oh, we do have the Queen ult coming
Nice.
out. And a Lucio. We're just all pressing Q,
Yeah.
I guess.
Scary to see.
We do have Bob if we need it, but Tut goes down. We almost have Nano. We almost have Annihilation.
Oh,
and
that-
that's just going to be a nice 3-piece for Diamond, who just got back.
darn. Well, that's okay. Still lots of time in this round for Keene State to regroup, get their footing, and take control of that payload.
Yeah.
And luckily, we did hold that. DePaul Blue has about less than 2 minutes to get the point to its final.
Yeah, nice
Midpoint
anti
here.
once again.
Yeah.
Nano coming out with the Annihilation.
Tut did go down early on that fight. Hoodnut.
Might is trying to find a pick here. Doesn't. Cassidy finds 2. Shadow is still alive for our supports, which is going to be absolutely
Yeah.
crucial here.
Ugh. Hard time getting
Bob
a pick
is
there.
out on the point to contest it, though.
Oh,
And actually finds the Genji. Hoodnut is back. Dynamite goes out. Hoodnut just barely staying
able to get there
alive.
in contest. Yes.
He is and dives back.
Nice.
Finds
Oh,
2. Shuts down the ult as well.
looking for another.
Looking for the Queen.
Oh.
He says
Great
one more for a
job.
team kill, and the Genji's just running back.
Woo. Nice.
And we're
nice.
seeing that support passive in use there for Shadow, just barely keeping him alive.
Yeah, they probably have about maybe 1 or 2 pushes left on this. So we'll see what they can do. We did press a lot of Qs there, so.
So did they, though.
Yeah, that is true.
My big concern here is that Lucio beat, which does look like it's going to be coming out soon.
Nice Lucio pick.
We do have the Kitsune and the Rampage out, though, for the enemy team. Midas trying to build his ult up as well as Krimgo. He's just barely staying alive on point. Unfortunately, he goes down.
Tut still on
Tut
point.
trying to find a kill. Hunez
And
finds
we get it.
2. Thanks for the spray down. We love to see it. Keene State holds them at 111 meters. Not quite second point for DePaul.
Bless me, sorry. Whew. Wow, crazy. That was crazy. All right, so now we will be flipping places with DePaul Blue. Bless me,
Yes,
so
I'm
sorry. Goodness. Keene State will now be attacking, and DePaul will have to hold. They'll start exactly where we were. So DePaul Blue will firstly have to defend this point here. It'll start as a control, and then if Keene State's able to win that control point, it will push into a cart, which we will have to drive down the lanes. And we have to, this is the tricky part, we have to get it to where DePaul last was. So we do have to push it, not super far, but a distance. We have to push it a mathematical distance of 111.59 meters.
Can I get that in American, please?
In American, isn't that multiplied by 3?
Oh, roughly speaking.
Someone put that math in the chat. But I feel confident. I feel good. We'll see if we have any character swaps, but I don't know. I think it's just a tough spot now.
Hunna on the Genji, Krimgo on the Juno, Shadow is on the Moira, and we do have Tut on the Sim. I don't know if he's going to be sticking with Sim here like last time, or if it's just going to be for a micro TP.
We might be trying something tricky, something a little tricky right
something
here.
A little rambunctious.
Some stuff.
We do see that enemy Ramasha Vortex coming in.
There we go.
All the way over to Firehouse.
Nice.
Nice ability usage from Midas here. Tut trying to stay alive. Krimgo does go down, unfortunately. Shadow does too, and Tut is just Hunna and Midas who are trying their best.
They're working
Hunna
hard.
Finds one. He finds the support, which is a nice stagger. But unfortunately, does go down as well.
Super good attempt. We did get 1 tick there, so that's honestly a good push on the point. So we do need 2 more ticks. I think we might be trying the sim another time, see if this can work. It was pretty successful. Just a couple more picks there, and it would have been over.
We just got to do it twice more, right?
Yeah.
Mathematically, if it works every time, like...
Yeah, there we go. Nice.
And I'm hearing all the shouting, focusing the break, focusing the
We hear those call-outs. Nice. Super good.
They're not shy about who they're wanting to target. And Tut looking at the ROM. Midas looking at the ROM.
Nice. Keene State is going to take this point. Love to see it.
With a solid 5 minutes on the timer to push it
super fast.
The same distance.
Let's start getting this fire truck moving. It's an emergency.
We do see
Shadow Storm.
Shadow
no
with the Moira pre-fire. The Moira right-click pre-fire.
Listen, if you're not doing that at Moira, are you playing the game? No.
if you're healing as Moira, you're throwing, right?
No. Putting that TP up. See what we can do, but maybe it was a little gag there. Oh, ult there from the enemy Ramatra.
We do have the enemy annihilation. Does find Krimgo on the Juno. Does find Shadow as well.
That's fine.
Does find Midas.
That's a quick pop from DePaul, and
that's
all
their
the
only ult too. They're gonna have that high noon when we come back, though.
Yeah, and this comes into the micro play that you see at high levels of play of Overwatch, where sometimes it's better to hold on to those ultimates for more key positions. So we'll see what that impact has on this next engagement from DePaul Blue.
And I do have an update for you. It does look like 111.59 meters is going to be 122.04 yards. Oh, that is the enemy Blade and the enemy Noon out. Noon does find Tut. Blade finds Crimgo, but Shadow quickly takes that revenge. Midas just doing a tank ditto standoff right now. Heal Orb goes out. Shadow doing his best to keep him alive here.
Yeah, luckily,
he just
able
does.
to. No, we're
Beautiful
trickling in now.
hears.
Get them back together as a team before we can engage together. But I'm glad that our tank and healer held in there.
And this is going to be switching on
There we
to
go.
the Ashe. You love to see it. Midas and Hoodnut get stunned.
Nice, 2.
Nice annihilation.
3.
He's looking for a third.
Oh!
He finds it. Vortex at the
He's
stairs
hunting this
looking for the
Genji.
Genji. He
That's
does
okay.
not care.
And we're going to push this cart under the bridge, which, in my opinion, is a key advantage
This
now.
is
Now we're
the
over
key-
that hump,
This
or
is
under it.
almost the first checkpoint, let's be honest.
Yeah, we are almost there. We have about 2.5 minutes to push it. 10 more meters.
Yeah. We are going to be having the Juno coming out here, but they do have their annihilation, and they also
There's
switched
that
to
annihilation.
Reaper.
Oh!
We are getting picks here, left, right, and center. I'm not trying to stay alive.
Nice. Keene State is
And
going
Keene
to
State
take it.
Gets a team kill and the win for the
Woo!
hybrid map. Match
Nice.
number 2 of the night.
Amazing. Good job, Keene State. That was a weird round with the pause, coming back, having to get your grad. A lot. They talk about me learning about football from Coach Noah, icing people with the kickoff in the pause. You do get into that mentality when you're in the middle of the game. So coming back from that, that's both hard on DePaul Blue and on Keene State. So
Yeah.
Unfortunate
and a
it
nice little play
happened.
there from Midas at the end,
Yeah.
too. Just
Yeah.
want to give that a little shout out.
no, thank you for shouting out. Play of the game. Perfect. We will be going on to the third and potentially final match of the night.
Flashpoint. It's either New Junk City or Suravasa.
So we'll
I'm
see.
fine with either. I like watching both. I'd like to see New Junk City, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like we always see Suravasa.
Maybe we'll see a mix-up tonight.
Yeah.
And this is a quick reminder before we go to BRB. The Melson, the stream is brought to you by the Melson Company, the commercial and residential roofing since 1932.
We will be right back.
called it.
Hey, I'm just glad to be here.
You wanna
I'm
tell
glad to
your-
be on this map.
Tell us a little bit about where we are.
I mean, it's New Junk City. I just feel like, all right,
It's
hear
fun.
me out. It's a fun map. We see Saravasa a lot. This one starts in a pit. What's more fun than just starting in the brawl pit?
A robot pit.
Like, we always see Saravasa. I feel like we've seen New Junk City twice, maybe thrice at this point. We've had 8 matches. This is match number 9. I mean, if you're new here and you don't know what Flashpoint is, it's basically Control on
Yes.
steroids. It is constant brawls.
Mm-hmm.
It is best of 5, first to 3.
Mm-hmm.
Constant. There is no pause timer.
No.
You capture it, you go on to the next.
No. And like Trent said, our 2 teams will be coming over here to the pit first to control this inner circle, King of the Hill style, except just faster pace.
Oh yeah.
Switching
Hey.
over to us. Whew. Teleport quick here from Tite. We'll see if he sticks with the sim.
And we are going to be seeing Midas on the Zarya. Very interesting pick.
And this is something we've seen from Midas before, but not one of the ones he's played a lot. Well, I'm like
And
excited to
definitely
see.
not recently.
Mm-hmm.
Nice TP up
Yeah.
to top from Tut here. Everybody just looking for some damage, looking for some picks.
Yeah, build up those ult charges.
Yeah. Queen Shout does go out for some extra speed boost and
Ooh,
health.
Hoodnut. No.
Hoodnut does get dropped here, unfortunately. Heals going out onto Midas to keep him alive. Midas just ignoring this Junker Queen. Does not
Yeah.
care.
Tut here, pumping a lot of damage in.
And Shadow actually wins the Kiri Ditto. I mean,
Nice.
not that I didn't have any faith, but...
No,
and Hoodnut comes back and finds 2.
Shadow's been rocking it on the carry tonight, in my opinion.
Under my protection.
And it does look like we're going to be holding height here.
Fun
Just
little
to watch
position.
both potential pushes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when we have a high mobility team, it's good to take advantage of that.
And Shadow opting to drop down here so they can stay alive and just send paper. Just give little healing paper cuts, you know?
He can really poke from far away.
Yeah, especially with that
Ooh.
3 times multiplier
Oops.
for headshots. Shadow
Good.
finds the Cassidy.
Switching around. Our team's a little broken
Midas
up right now.
finds one support, looking for the other.
Woo.
He does.
Wow. Oh, that jump.
And that's just a Junker Queen beat. That's just 6 feet
Yep.
under now.
No, that was
They're dead.
a bit of a strange push here. We were a little broken up, not us, but DePaul Blue engaging from different points, which can work, but unfortunately you're broken up. You don't have your team for support.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we do take that first flashpoint, so we are going to head to the next spot. Luckily, it's not too far. It looks like we're going to be the first team on point, but the flashpoint will open up in less than 30 seconds.
Yeah. And we do have a lot of ults.
Nice.
And we are actually using Graviton and Kitsune there.
Amazing.
Just absolutely burning them.
Just clean up that. They barely needed any ults there. The supports were just together.
Yeah.
So unfortunate.
And it does look like we are going to be seeing a swap on the enemy team to having a Venture instead of that Cassidy. Very interesting pick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see some Venture Dittos. Not something we've ever seen this season.
I don't think so. We don't see many ventures that I can remember, really. Very high skilled character, but high reward, as Hoodna has shown us.
Oh, definitely.
Backing up here.
And slowly moving back to stay alive.
You don't wanna
Nice
get
wall coming
Nice.
out. Hoodna ulting as well, looking for some picks.
See,
Nice
yeah,
knockback
almost.
at least. Look at Lucio
Nice.
shuts down the beat.
Crazy.
Absolutely no respect for that. Midas finding a few picks himself.
Ooh, chasing that Kiriko.
Does use that Suzu to cleanse herself and still dies for it. Looking at the queen just to stagger, get that final
Yeah.
pick.
They're hanging
Using
on
that
to
bubble
her.
to just generate charge
Nice.
too.
Yeah, Midas is pretty charged up here, and I feel like we've seen a pretty consistent charge on Zarya here.
Yeah.
Yeah, look
I
at
mean,
that.
Mike is just showing how ability usage works for Zarya, and he's making it work so
Yes,
well
he is.
tonight.
Yeah, and that's that second round. So we're gonna head to the third, potentially last engagement of the night. Correct? Not making that up.
Now, unless something happens here,
No.
something devastating. Can you say throw?
This is gonna be for DePaul Blue. It's either they take this point here, or we have won the championship. So a lot of high stakes here. Same thing for Keene State.
Yeah.
We take
And
it, or we.
already takes a
Yeah.
Venture Ditto.
Whoa.
We do see
Paul
that the
already
flash
down
point
one here.
is unlocked here. Keene State is even for players right
Ooh.
now. It does look like DePaul is up though now.
No one's quite on point though. Not sure what we're gonna do.
And Touch just showing how low his weapon accuracy can get.
Yeah.
Just
Oh, no.
spamming down.
I mean, he's gonna hit one, right?
It's an eventual.
That's just playing Sim.
It's like Krimgo playing Break.
Yeah.
He'll eventually hit something, but you know, might as well just hold left click.
All the ultimates
And
going out now.
Rampage doesn't
Nice.
hit anything
Oh.
here.
Nice.
Oh no, buys 3!
Amazing.
Looking for that fourth. He's thirsty for it.
Oh.
And
Oh,
Shadow steals
Star.
it. Get Shadow off.
You go, Shadow. You get it.
Kick him out of the roster.
They can talk about that later. No. Yeah, we didn't need to expend too many ults there. We
And
have
we
Midas,
do.
Tut, and Shadow Storm all very close, if not having ults. So
I mean, half
can
an
hold this.
engagement away. I
yeah,
mean, Touch just kind of needs to set up sentries.
there we go.
Kusune is going out
2 Kitsunes.
with the Graviton 2.
Oh.
And that's just going to
Wow.
be a team kill onto Keene State, unfortunately.
Crazy ultimate there. That was wild.
That was a lot of ult usage there from
Yeah.
both teams.
We still got the wall from Tut.
Yep.
So we got something.
And Honda does almost have his Venture roll. He is halfway
Yes.
there.
No, that was just super unfortunate for Keene State, but we'll get back in there. Hopefully take this point.
Nice bubble to
There we
just build
go.
that charge. Wall goes out too. Shadow picks up a kill.
Nice. See if he gets a
Looking for the
second.
Lucio.
Nice.
They will not have beat if they need it here.
They're waiting for. Oh.
And Midas just sitting there patiently right over that Venture waiting for that kill.
Queen touches
Hoda
point.
finds the Queen. That is a Lucio beat on the enemy team coming out though, which is unfortunate. Looking at that, Lucio finds him.
Ah!
Does
No.
get hindered. And
Oh.
unfortunately goes down.
99 to 96, 97. We'll see if Keene State chooses.
Keene
We're
State's
not
just gonna
gonna
opt out
oh.
for the regroup here.
That's okay. 99%. That's tough. Darn.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We're gonna be first to this flashpoint. So
Yeah, DePaul stretches this out.
yeah,
One
DePaul,
more point.
DePaul Blue's gonna have to take this from us already, where we had the advantage. So we'll see how this goes.
Really nice shots coming out here. We do see Hoda using his ult.
Yeah, playing
Finds
off.
a Lucio.
Oh,
And
gets
unfortunately
picked
goes
off.
down. We are seeing some big charge coming out from Tut and Midas here.
Nice. Able to cap that point.
And we are hearing the call out to stagger the Queen right
Yeah.
now.
Love to hear it. Again, those micro plays that Keene State is just so good at.
I mean, we've really just cracked down on those and just gone it down to a science, down to muscle memory at this point.
You know, staggering a play can make the difference in getting that 1 or 2 percentage.
Oh, absolutely. And especially with how fast Flashpoint ticks up. That's probably an extra like 6 or 7% on these maps.
No, we're already going to be at over 50% by the time DePaul is able to engage here.
Yeah, probably 60, maybe 65.
Nice. Ult.
And
Big
a
ult.
grab, and Kisune is right on its tail. Shadow, Hoodnut, all finding picks. Hoodnut just chasing that other Venture, forcing them back. Doesn't care enough to chase that and die, but
yeah, we got a lot of ults here. DePaul has a little bit less than us, but we'll see if they're able to get back in here before. Are they?
Contest.
They didn't touch.
Keene State
They couldn't touch.
takes the championship.
Woo! Keene State, amazing.
I just watched Noah quite literally jump out of his seat with excitement there.
Understandably. Oh,
Boo.
come on.
Just kidding. We love you. We love
respect
you guys.
it.
But
We'll see this. It's
I
okay.
mean,
I'll give it a that was
I'll
you know,
give it a solid 7.
that was okay. Yeah. Good
It's not-
job. Good
It'd
job.
be better on Hoodnut. He would have done it better.
I would have been happy if it was like that, but that's fine.
He would have gotten all the kills,
That is
actually.
fine. And just like that, Keene State College, we have won the Playfly championship.
Flawlessly,
Awesome.
too.
Flawlessly. We did not lose a single game. Crazy. Well, we're all excited. The team is showing some great camaraderie here. I'm sure we'll come back with some interviews.
Oh, definitely. I'd be surprised if people don't want to interview after this
No.
gambit of a series that we've just had.
Yeah. Well, perfect. We will be right back.
Yo no quiero agua, yo quiero tequila.
We're going. Okay, we are here with Hoodnut, aka Connor.
yeah.
Hi, Connor. How are you feeling?
Doing good. Glad to be
Doing
here.
good. Awesome. How are you feeling? We just won the championship.
Hyped. I'm super excited about this. We were waiting the whole entire season for this moment. We knew we could make it to here, but we wanted to see how it went.
We were very confident. I think, Coach Noah, Coach Mike were also very confident in our team. Like, we got it. Y'all had it. So I was amazed. Talk to us a little bit about this game tonight. I felt like it felt very different than some of the other games we had. Like, what are some of, moments maybe you recall that you made some decisions? Like, just how do you feel about it? Give me a rating.
Give
me the lowdown.
like a 10 out of 10, I'd
10
say.
out of 10?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if not higher. But
Yeah.
I think that first match with Shay on Hog, he was hitting some really good hugs, getting some really good. I think that was big. They didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
With one player down by that hug, instantly deleted.
Yeah.
What can they do?
How do you recover from that?
Honestly.
No, and we saw a mix of both the Genji, oh my gosh, and Venture. Thank you. Sorry, it's past my bedtime tonight. And Venture. You played both of them today, which we don't always see in every game. Can you talk to us about what goes into that decision of, when you decide to play Genji versus Venture, and what mindsets you have for both?
Yeah, so if they don't have any Bean characters, I like to play the Genji, and then if they start swapping, or if I feel that I'm having a hard time getting those picks, I might swap Venture, and because I can play a bit more brawly with Venture too,
Yeah.
with that corner,
Yeah.
with the short range. But it depends on, especially if I have what is it? Shay as the tank with Doomfish. I like diving with him, so
Yep.
Genji Doom does numbers.
Yeah. No, that is crazy. I would not want to be a support on the other team. I've been in that position. Not fun. Yeah, Trent and I commented a couple times during the stream where we could hear y'all shouting, like doing your call outs. Can you talk about like what y'all look for when you're doing those calls? Like, what are your main targets? Like, what goes in with that?
As you've seen firsthand, our supports. Supports
Yes,
we find
always.
that is a weak point. If they don't have a support, then they can't heal the teams. It's always a plus. And we normally go try to get like their out of position support and pick there, and then go for the next slow moving person.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
And now that y'all are champions, going into the future for our team, anything you're thinking about working on in this off season now a little bit going into the future?
I mean, now that one of our tanks, Hot Pocket, has hit Masters, I think might need to step it up and get my rank up there a little bit.
Yep.
But team-wise, I think our communication is really good today. If we just keep playing like we did today, we'll improve in no time.
You got it. Perfect. Well, is there anything else you want to add?
Shout out, thanks for watching my family, my parents I know, my brothers, and love y'all. See ya.
Oh, thank you.
All right, second interview of the night, and his second interview ever. We got head esports coach Noah.
Hello.
How are you feeling about tonight?
I'm feeling good. This is the culmination of a lot has happened in the past year. This time last year, Keene State Esports was still an idea.
Yeah.
This room, this facility that we're in, it didn't exist yet. So to get to this point in less than a calendar year, we capture our first championship. It's humbling. It's exciting. The credit goes to the students who are, Connors went up there. You'll meet a few others tonight. It feels great. It was a team effort. A lot of work went into this. So for it to pay off tonight it feels pretty amazing.
Yeah, you're allowed to boast. We went flawless this season. Like, compared to where we were at last season, this is such an improvement. This is such jaw-dropping gameplay. Every single skirmish, every single conflict we get in with the opponents, it's exciting. It's exhilarating every single time.
Yep.
And like, I was over here. I saw you literally jump out of your seat. You can admit that.
Yep.
Looking forward to next season, what do you think has to happen in this postseason between games?
Yeah. So, first of all these guys deserve a break. To finish up finals, enjoy the holidays, and
not think about Overwatch for a little bit.
Yeah. Not think about the game. The job is done, at least for the time being.
Yeah.
No, but we don't really structure team activities in the off season. We come back in January. We definitely encourage people to kind of continue playing the game.
Yeah.
As a fan, but not as someone like as a
Not as a competitor,
student athlete at that point. But when we're thinking about coming back together in January, I think it's just kind of building upon the foundation that we have now. We have an extremely talented and deep roster. We have coverage for basically every hero in the game. So it really just becomes, making sure that everybody widens up their hero pool maybe a little bit more and kind of just pays attention to the meta. We have a new hero releasing in a couple of weeks. So things
next
will be a
week,
bit different.
actually. Yeah. Hazard's
so
next week.
Yeah, so Hazard new tank is coming out, so we might, who knows, we might be using a new tank in our strategy. So really,
I'd like to see that.
Yeah,
it'd be a fun tank to watch.
It kind of just comes down to taking a step back and kind of celebrating it. But we'll hit the gas when the time comes. But for now, I think it's time to celebrate.
Oh, most definitely, and well deserved and well earned. Let's be real.
All right.
Yeah. All
well.
right.
Since I'm the head coach, I'm going to take over for a second. Thank you to everybody who's watching these streams. We have an audience every single stream for all of our titles. It means an absolute lot to have the community that we do, whether it's Keene State College students, parents, faculty, just people who stumbled across our streams. It really means a lot. There are broadcasting people that kind of make this all work. Spencer is waving his hand. Spencer's to my left. He is the power, the engine behind all of our live streams. He's the face you don't see, but he is unbelievably valued, and I want to shout him out. Of course, Trent, Morgan, and then our other broadcasting teams for our other games. They do a lot of work, and they are very well appreciated, so I want to say thank you to you guys as well.
Yeah.
And thank you to the audience.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And we'll see you next season.
All right. It's been a pleasure having you.
Likewise. Thanks.
Yep.
Hello, we are back. Let's get you a little closer to me a little bit. There you go. I'm here with Shadowstorm, fellow support player. How are you feeling today with that win?
Pretty awesome. As Noah said, it's well deserved. Everyone here has worked super hard for it. We're undefeated for the season, and that's coming a long way. We were 6th place last season. We barely made it into playoffs, and now we're at the top of the peak.
Yeah.
So come a long way.
No, super, super exciting. And, you know, I even forgot for a second that y'all were 6th place because the team we just we just won against was also 6th place this season. So there has to be something going on there. There's some sort of karmic thing going on. But yeah, so Shadowstorm, you've been with the team since its creation in the spring, right?
Yes.
How do you think it's changed since that first season? I know we're only on season 2, but like, how are your feelings changed? Like the team dynamics, like now y'all are champion winners. It's
Honestly,
crazy.
it hasn't changed that much. The team dynamic was set from day one. It's all great people. The only changes we've made are, I think, some small cuts and then 2 new additions who have been very, very helpful. But they've fit right in. And honestly, it's felt about the same. It's just we've gone through so much that we're getting used to each other more and more, and we're getting used to the game more and more. We're getting to be better and better players. And I think we just needed the time.
No, and I think that's a great way to say it. You just needed the time. And I know something we used to say, like for other esports teams, like don't let us have one. It's like don't let us have one because we just took the whole season. But yeah, amazing. Looking now in your off season for this, so we just finished our championships. What are some things that you're thinking about doing during this off season before we resume in the spring?
Plenty of us have ranked goals in mind. We're trying to hit certain things. We're trying to get everyone on the team into diamond. We've had everyone in the team in diamond at some point. We've had some mishaps, dropped down to plat, but we're getting back up there. I have a personal goal of getting to masters. I think I peaked diamond 2 a few seasons ago. Right now I'm diamond 3.
So close.
So I mean, just staying in contact, keeping it up, keep on improving personally.
Yeah, no, awesome. And I know a lot of the times during practices, and just like in the off time, I see all y'all hanging out in Discord, bringing it together. Do you feel like there's a good sense of camaraderie going on in the team? And like, how do you think the team feels about this win? Like, if you could describe it in a few words?
It's pretty business as usual. You know?
Business as usual? Gotta get that tattooed on us all now.
Kind of rolled them. Don't want to say it outright, but we kind of rolled them.
It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, team feels great. I mean, these guys are some of the best friends I have here at this college. 4 of us are going to be roommates next year, and the coaches contribute to that as well. They're part of the group. Really great people.
Yeah.
Glad to have everyone.
No, it's amazing, how esports can bring people together, and it's, just like any other athletics team, it's more than just the game. It's the friends you made along the way. Not to quote Arcane really quick, which is another thing.
Oh, flashbacks.
I know, I'm saying. That was a really meta joke. We'll see if anyone knows it. But awesome. So right before you sat down, we did talk about Moira briefly, and we did see the Moira, which we haven't seen a ton this season. What was the decision to bring her out this time to play?
Well, not to be actually, we have played Moira a decent bit.
Yeah.
But we pull her out especially on New Junk City, which is a map we haven't seen
Yes.
a lot. But we play her for when we want to play very, very fast, and for when I would like to not get dove by a tracer.
Yes.
It is very easy to escape on Moira, whereas with an Ana, it's easier to get locked down. With a Kiriko, you can track her cooldowns pretty easily, and once she teleports out, it's hard for her to defend herself if she's not hitting every single shot.
Yeah.
So it's mapped. It's very map dependent, which is very good for this game. It's very good that a lot of heroes now are viable for various map dependent things. Moira and previously has either been hard meta or useless, but I feel like in recent years, almost every single hero in the game has been playable on at least some map in the game.
No, and I think that's really, you're very correct in saying that, because even looking at our final comp tonight, having a Symmetra there's a couple seasons ago where it's like you're playing Symmetra, you're throwing. But I've always been a big Sim fan, so seeing things like that,
Sim's been a sleeper pick since the last 2 years of Overwatch 1.
Yeah. No, she was great. So for sure. I'm excited to see what brings in the future. Coach Noah was talking about, widening our y'all's player pool a little bit, so I'm curious to see maybe what we see from you next season. But you already got quite a range, so maybe
pick up
nothing.
a Yari a little bit.
Yari?
Maybe brush up on my Juno or my Brig in case we want to double up on some things.
Yeah, that'll be fun. And maybe we'll see 6v6 next season.
I hope not.
I hope not either. Well, it's been great talking with you, Shadow Storm. We'll catch you on the next one, whenever that is.
Thanks for watching.
All right, we are back with the final interview of the night. We got the one and only Midas, one of 2 tanks we have. How are you feeling after tonight?
I feel amazing, honestly. It's kind of hard to put into words. Seeing kind of the fruits of our labor.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, like come to fruition.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
I gotta ask you, as one of 2 tanks, with the new tank on the way next week, what are your thoughts on Hazard?
For me, he feels. I'm sure it will probably be fixed a little bit as he comes out, and receives patches. But it feels like he fits kind of awkwardly in a lot of comps that people are familiar with. So I think it's going to take probably a lot of experimentation and a little bit of time before people really figure out.
Maybe a new comp coming out to kind of fit around him type thing.
Yeah, because he's not exactly fast enough to kind of play that kind of brawl style that you see a lot.
Yeah, not like a Mauga charge or anything.
Yeah, he doesn't have like a lot of that like super high burst potential. But on the other note, he doesn't exactly have like he has some of it, but he doesn't have that mobility to really excel in a dive team. So it's almost like something more like a hybrid of the kind of 2 will come around to him. But I'm sure
somebody's gonna figure it out eventually.
Yeah, especially with just the crazy amount of stuff you can accomplish with that wall.
Yeah. Looking forward to next season and kind of looking back to last season, where do you guys think you go from here? Because last season you guys finished 6th seed, just made it to the championships, and unfortunately weren't able to progress. This time you flawless all the way through and won everything.
As we go forward, I mean, the only direction's up. So
yeah.
Most likely what's going to happen is that we're all going to individually improve as players. We're going to be put into some of the higher skill brackets along with some other players. We're going to definitely experience some more hardships. But it's the pressure that makes the diamond. So
yeah, just kind of force yourself to adapt, evolve, overcome type thing. Now, I know this season we added another tank player. Do you think we're going to be seeing other tank players coming on? Other people switching into that tank role, like how Hunna kind of adapted that Brig for support some nights?
Potentially. That's a question that's really kind of up to the coaches.
Up to Noah and Mike.
Yeah, Noah and Mike. If they see it necessary to have 3 tanks in a roster, then so be it. But as of right now, me and Shay cover each other's
your differentials.
Yeah, we each cover areas that that the others weaken.
Yeah.
He plays a lot of those picks like Hog or Doomfist, which can absolutely excel on so many different maps.
Yep.
Compared to some of like the picks you might see from me, like
the Ramastra and the Orisa and stuff like that.
Like, sadly, you can't force Winston into every comp in a dive. So having
you wish you could.
Yeah. But so having that extra option available for like a larger hero pool with Shay on the Diva or Shay on the Doomfist is very helpful and really benefits the whole team.
Yeah. Do you think we can expect kind of a hero roster expansion from both you and Shay? Because that's something that Noah was mentioning about, just kind of roster expansions for each of the players.
Potentially. There have been bits and pieces of people talking about playing ball. That isn't. I'm not gonna say that's happening, but if the persistence does continue, we might see something with that. Because it is largely from one player on the team. I'm not going to name who. He knows who he is. You'll see this. But it's Goofy McGoof. So if he continues to kind of have the work ethic he's been having on that pick, we might see a a specialty pick or two.
Yeah.
With him, potentially some time there, but that will have to come around for the next one.
Oh yeah, definitely, and definitely we'll see what actually comes through fruition with the next season of play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
sorry,
no, go ahead.
I just want to thank. I'm sure you've seen it definitely, but all of my friends who have, been super supportive of me over the past year I've been doing this. It means a lot. So I just want to say thank you all, and I love you, Dalton. He was impressing that one. So.
Yeah. And it's been a pleasure watching you and everybody else on the Keene State roster. I mean, it's been fantastic season of play. I've loved watching every single minute, every single fight. I'm excited to see where it goes from here. Excited to see the next season of play.
I am too.
Been a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
We are back one last time for this season.
One last time, yeah. This is going to be one of our last streams probably for the rest of the year. Now that we are going to go into our off-season with all of our teams, there won't be any esports games. We might do a couple of fun streams here or there, but it all depends on the schedules. With that break, we will be back in February 2025 for the start of our next season in the spring.
Yeah.
So, very exciting. Just keep a lookout on our social media or on our Twitch page where head coach Noah will post updates.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's all I was told to communicate. Anything you want to talk about, Trent?
Just one last time, we are brought to you by Fieldstone Land Consultants, a professional engineering, land surveying, and environmental services company serving the New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Vermont, and Maine region, as well as Sullivan Tire, located on Winchester Street in Keene. We are always here to get you there.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us this season, and we will see you next year.
Yeah.
Bye.